Hello, I'm Wendy McMaster. I'm the chairman of the Sandhead Learning and Internet Centre. We have been operational since 2004 and we started off with the BBC SLIC programme to introduce people to the internet. We now have a new programme which is funded by Go For It. It's CHAT, Computer Hints and Tips, where we go around to the villages in the rural area where we are situated in the South Rins of Scotland, and we introduce elderly silver surfers to the use of the internet using a mobile Wi-Fi gadget from Vodafone. And we have been extremely thankful to Go For It for our funding, not just with this project, but with the original Sandhead Learning Internet Centre.
Can your granny do everything online? The computer terrified who have never used the internet feel left out and isolated, especially when there's nobody to help. And that's where our project steps in. We began in Sandhead, a small village in the Rins of Galloway, a beautiful area in southwest Scotland, but with problems: isolation, high unemployment, infrequent transport and poor internet access. In 2004, our church started a youth group and the children wanted an internet cafe. A campaign to get rural areas online gave us internet access, computers and desks, and with council funding we began. We bought a projector. Our church uses it on Sundays, technology bringing new life to services. We held PowerPoint classes, enabling folk to give talks to their local organisations, from weaving to the Holy Land. People were proud of the certificates they gained when they finished courses, and volunteers gained excellent experience and several moved into paid employment. Then universal credit arrived and the unemployed became our main focus. The need was greatest in Stranraer, and we moved to Burns House, and with help from partner agencies we held employment workshops and daily help sessions. We expanded into Newton Stewart, another area of high unemployment. But this demand decreased as people learned how to manage their own online needs. Meanwhile, people in outlying villages told us how they were struggling to get to our centre in Stranraer. Partnership with Trinity Church in Stranraer and funding from Go For It enabled us to set up our new CHAT programme, weekly community cafes in outlying villages, and now we're back in Sandhead. Coffee and Chat which is computer help and tips by the way, brings people together for coffee in church halls. Initially, volunteers help the unemployed and people with individual computing problems. Then we all get together for an enjoyable digital session led by our tutor. We work in isolated villages where public transport is poor, and teaming up with local churches, we use their halls for chat and advertise through church newsletters. But there was a problem: no internet access in some of these villages. Solution? A clever gadget which gives access wherever there is a mobile phone signal. And our tutor Grace travels around with suitcases full of equipment. At Kirkcolm, we use the village hall, and folk tell us our weekly sessions are the only opportunity they have to meet in their village, and they thoroughly enjoy their tea and biscuits together. Most of those at Kirkcolm have very little confidence with computers and suffer from feeling left behind. We see the joy on their faces when they succeed in sending emails or learning how to book a train ticket. Trinity Church welcomes and helps all members of the community. With broadband installed, we are now working towards pupils coming from the local secondary school to help as part of their Duke of Edinburgh Community Service Award and to encourage intergenerational friendships. The Glenluce group is not the biggest, but we help the unemployed, part-time workers and old age pensioners all in one class. At Sandhead, recently installed broadband enables us to offer more help to the unemployed. One lady, Mary, who has learning difficulties, has never been able to manage her online account alone. Now, instead of having to travel to Stranraer, she gets friendly help locally and a cup of coffee. Also at Sandhead, and this is very exciting, primary school children are helping older folk. Generations working together is just brilliant. Recently, each pair designed a presentation on a favourite topic, from dogs to fudge, and all were watched with great fun and discussion. The local primary school has become an enthusiastic partner, encouraging pupils to help at after-school chat sessions. Grace tailors her programmes of weekly topics to the needs of each group. At the beginning of each term, everybody is encouraged to have their say about which topics they would like included or repeated. Technology is everywhere and ever-changing. People do not want to be left behind. Our project helps people become confident in the digital world and keep Granny smiling. Let's also stay connected in mission. With fewer ministers and organists, churches will need to embrace technology to help keep worship alive and well.